Hi, my name's Jeff Rhodes, and this is another video on Office 365. So it's not in my book this time, but if you haven't had a chance to check it out, please do, and also remember to subscribe to this channel if you like what you see. So this is a problem that came up at work, and I just thought it was kind of interesting to do with Bitmasks and everything. So let me set the stage here. So this is one of our software applications, and this is the permissions or the privileges for a particular group here, technical writer. And it's got a bunch of checkboxes, and what we were trying to do is figure out whether this box, this remote administration box, was checked. And there weren't any reports in the system that would give us that, so we went to the database. Joined up, there was a groups table and a privileges table, and hey, thought that would get it. Turned out no. The way I like to design things like that is if I'll have those two tables, then I'll have an assignments table in the middle where you kind of have like group ID, which is maybe one, which is technical writer, and then you've got a privilege modify user profile settings. That's maybe ID 9, and so you got that assignment, and then the next row is ID 19, which is login as another user, and then the next one's 27, remote administration, and then you join those together to find out, now you can just say, oh, go to that assignments table, join it with the groups, and say, okay, everywhere that's got, ID privilege ID 27, if that's remote administration, you got, boom, a list of all the groups that have that. But unfortunately, that's not how this system did it. They were trying to save space, and maybe there's some reason, but they basically put it all in, say, the groups table in this case, as a Bitmask. So really just this video is just to show you how to deal with that. So let's go over to our sample. I've just done a simplified one. I've gotten rid of all the group name and everything, but we've got these IDs, and the reason there's multiple ones is that there's different combinations with these different masks. There's like 5 different masks and different combinations, so I don't know what it does, but we do know from our schema documentation that mask 1 is the one that we want. We also know that the mask that goes with that remote administration is this one, 34 million or whatever that is. And what we want to do is I want to make a binary value so that we can just visualize it. And then the thing I'm really trying to do is the is admin. I want that to be a true false kind of thing so I can find every group that has that attribute set. So let's work with the mask first. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use that in formula. So I'm going to name that admin mask like that. And I want to see what that looks like. So we have a decimal to binary function, which looks useful. So I can do that and run it. But okay, I get num problem. So okay, what do we do when we do it? Well, let's go search, find out what that means. It didn't take long. Find this problem. Let me go all the way to the top. It says, oh, I try to do a binary. It returns this num error because it can't handle a large number. And then if you go to other documentation, it says it can only go up to like a certain not very big number. So there's some people who want to do some Visual Basic for applications. That wasn't too interesting, but this one was. So somebody did us a solid favor and whoops, don't want to hit the home key there. And they made a formula for us. So I'm going to hit the in shift, and I'll put this over here instead. And they just did the first cell, and I'm just going to replace that with admin mask. So they're basically concatenating in sections, treating each section like as big as it can go, and then just kind of offsetting it. And that's what this 256, and then power 2, and so forth. So you can look that up if you care that much, but for our purposes, we're just glad that it works. And press return. So now we can see what's going on here. So this decimal value is the same. And if you haven't done much binary math, you've got the 1s, and then the 2s, the 4s, the 8s, the 16s, and all the way over to the 134 million, blah, 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 whatever it is that value. So what we're basically trying to do is find any of these that have that bit set. So we basically just need to use this same formula in our binary value column. So we'll do that, and I like to hit the escape key so I don't mess it up. So we'll put that in, and kind of like I need to do before, I'll go like that. And I found that it doesn't work if I keep trying to click on it, so I'll just do that, but I can double click the admin mask, so that's kind of nice. Copy it like that. There we go. And so now we're coming in, and we can see that's what this number means. So all of those are checked, and if you add those all together, you convert that to a digital number, then you get this, 4,194,303. But notice this particular one's not true because it doesn't have that 1 set to be as a 1 there. So, all right, so we're now up at the good part. It turns out that there's a BITAND function. And if we look at our thing, we just take the first number, which is actually our mask. Doesn't really matter which one we do there. And then the second number is our admin mask. There you go. And none of these ones that we can see are actually admins, but we can go to our filter and see what happened if it's either 0 or it gives us the value of the mask. So to find our administrator groups, all we have to do is filter it down. And now we can see these groups, which this guy's listed twice. A couple of these are listed twice. So we can ignore those. But these are the ones that have that bit set. You see every single one has that one mask one done. And then now we know which ones have that value set. And then what we did in the real world, we can turn this into a query because the standard query language has a BITAND function in it. So we actually took this, now that we really understood what was going on, we can take that into a query and use this mask and basically get a list of the group straight without having to go to Excel first. But I hope this is helpful. Again, so that we don't all just roll our eyes the minute that we hear Bitmask, we have a way to visualize it and then work with it. Have a great day.